Wow, we're getting a part two in here on a Wednesday night. We're getting a part two from earlier. On what's today? Whatever today. What's today's date? Wednesday, November 6th. All right, boom. We're right back. Okay, let's check this out. Let's get straight to it. The law and the veil of Masha. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know the scenario. You know the sayings. Same back channel, same back theme. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 12 to 16. Y'all know the procedures. But today, on the second half, after like the game, the second half, my Dallas Cowboys took out them Giants. After the second half, with the black cat ran out. Come on. We bumped them. But anyway, here we go. All right. Under the veil and the reading of the Old Testament, the Hebrew YAHSHARALITES of today are still in blindness in their heart. And to turn to in Mashiach, that will be lifted the veil. Until then it will stay. Because in the reading of the Old Covenant, not even doing is the veil is there. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verses 12 to 16. That can't be erased, that can't be changed, that can't be highlighted out, that can't be manipulated. The verse is written under the Ruach HaKodesh. It says what it means and it means what it says. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 12 to 16. The theme of all these YouTubes, once again, where they're coming from. But we're going to get to something else on this point, which we never hear the black Hebrew YAHSHARALITES teach. Ever. And please, if y'all can find one, please send me to YouTube, put it under the link, tell me to shut up, shut your mouth, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Why we never hear y'all speak of the law of Mashiach or the law in Mashiach, etc. Ooh. Now, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I was thinking about these verses, but then I said, let me go back and double check and research again and go in circles and do my little studies. I had this. I got Colossians 2, 14 to 16. I got Ephesians 2, 15 with the abolishing, blah, blah, blah. That will be probably part of mine? Part 10. That I was going to do before this, but I wanted to get this one in there because this is important. Because we're always trying to hit the Hebrew laity to make them think. And the Hebrew laity don't think because they're so busy being taught. Now, there's nothing wrong with being taught. It's nothing wrong with hearing. It's nothing wrong with, somebody breaking something down. But good gracious, sometimes y'all got to say, wait a second. Folks is me lying. But they don't bring this up. They're screaming in the streets. They're screaming on YouTube, the Ten Commandments, law, statute. But what about the law of Mashiach? What about that? What about that? What about in the New Testament? What about that? And even in the New Testament, what about that? Where's that at in the New Testament? What does that mean? What's going on there with that? Is that a different law than the statutes, commandments? Obviously, something has changed or been fulfilled. Because in Mashiach, it's not law, statute, commandments. And even though it uses the law of Mashiach, it didn't say the law of Mashiach extended from the commandments. Extension, more or less. No. Maybe I'm reading stuff wrong. Maybe I need to put two glasses on to see. Maybe I need to go back to the ear doctor because I can't hear. And blind on top of it, reading all stuff all screwed up. But I don't think that seemed to be the case. So now we're going to read Romans chapter 8. The law of the Ruach of life in. Key means key. Life in Mashiach. Not statutes, laws, ordinance, and dogma, which is actually only one thing anyway. The Ten Commandments. That's what those three different words accumulate to one thing. It's no different little subject like a pizza pie. My daughter just got a Domino's. She asked for extra on it. Blah, 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 blah. That's what y'all want to do. Cut the pie up 8 slices. Breaking down the law into 1,700 sections. So we can skip, dive, and jive and skip in and out when we bust it. When y'all busting, not me. All right, the ambulance coming to get some of you black Hebrew YAHSHARALITEs. Take y'all to the hospital, get your head checked. All right, don't get all sensitive on me. Well, all right, Romans chapter 8. Let me get going because I start talking. Boom. Romans chapter 8. Life in the spirit and victory in Yahusha. That's on top of the, they put their little comments. There is therefore now no condemnation, my goodness, to them which are in Mashiach. Ooh, that's us. But the topic of this title of this is, I am going so fast and even left it out. The law of the veil of Masha, part 9. The Nazarenes, not Christians, not even call them Israelites, because they didn't have to call themselves Israelites. Please wake up, folks. Hebrew laity, they would not call Israelites because they was already Israelites. The Nazarenes kept the law of Mashiach. The Pharisees, Sadducees, and Sanhedrians kept the law of Masha. That's why 2 Corinthians chapter 3 is telling them that they're reading the law. That's why Shaul had to go and persuade them on the Shabbat in the temple, which you don't have. The Nazarenes kept the law of Mashiach, not law, statute, and commandment. That's why me and anybody else gonna have a total different view. It ain't gonna change, neither. It's gonna get worse, prophet. Because the law of Mashiach is different from the 10 Commandments, obviously, or a fulfillment of the prophecies of the and abolishing and waxing old and etc. I can go on and on. I'm getting bored with this now because this is crazy. It's like all these notes and all this to say something that's just so simple. Man, but the Nazarenes kept the law of Mashiach. Okay, Romans chapter 8. Therefore there's no condemnation to them which are in Mashiach Yahusha, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. They're going to say, that's talking about a carnal man. No. Well, maybe it is, but here we got the law word coming up right away. For the law of the spirit of life in Mashiach Yahusha have made us free from the law of sin and death. Woo-wee. For the law of the spirit, not the letter, of life, not death, in Mashiach Yahusha have made us free from the law of sin and death. Ministration of sin and death. The law was brought on for the transgressions, and y'all still can't pick up these ABCs, man. Or maybe you just don't want to. Romans 8:3, that's the same thing you're saying about me, right? I know, come on. For the law could not that in the flesh. I'm gonna read again, verse Romans 8:3. For what the law, folks, could not do in that it was weak. No, super strong, steroids. Weak through the flesh. Y'all flesh trying to keep it. Yahuwah sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh. For sin, condemned sin in the flesh. I'm going to read that top part of 8a, b, 8a, 3a, whatever. For what the Lord could not do in that it was weak through the flesh. My. He just said we walk in the spirit. We his and we show him by the spirit, by the Ruach. The newness of the letter, which was already prophesied, right, my laws and commandments in you, now under the letter, blah, blah, blah. Come on. Romans 8:4. Did I have 8:4 too? Yeah. Romans 8:4. That the righteousness of the law, see, that's where y'all woke up now. Your ears got up like a cat. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled. Of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. Now, that's why it's the law of Mashiach. That's why it says in 8:2. For the law of the spirit of life in Mashiach. In Mashiach, not in Masha, not in the 10 Commandments, not in law, statute, commandments, not in what you do and don't do, and etc. This is not in Mashiach. This is in the righteousness of your own self, along with the other verses in the book of Romans. Trying to establish your own righteousness when Mashiach already came. You still trying to hold on the law and Mashiach already came. Not gonna work. Scripture's gonna tie it up every time. Can't do it. And if you do it, you're gonna fail. no matter what you do with 613. You know how I feel about y'all. Y'all do about 5. And we just covered the fringes earlier today. So y'all do about 5. Y'all 600 something short. Oh, we can't do that because we don't have. That ain't gonna cut. I don't want to hear that garbage. You can't do it. Get out of here. No. It says Galatians command, do the whole law. Oh boy, I took the verse out. I ain't even want to use it. I might as well. Well, Galatians 5:3. Depth to the whole law. Galatians 5:3. With Romans 2:24-26. 1 Corinthians 7:19. Adapted to the whole law. Y'all talking about we can't do the law because some of it's gone and act this, blah, blah, blah. Well, then doggone it, get rid of the rest of the other stuff. You can't do that neither. All right, we're moving on from Romans 8:2, 3, and 4. Life, the law of life of the Ruach in Mashiach. In Mashiach, key point. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 9:21. That's right close to what I did the other YouTube on when he came in to persuade them. He went in to persuade them. I did 1 Corinthians 9 on a different subject. Why did he go in? He went in there to become what? To the Yehudim, to the Yehudim, to the Goyim, to the Goyim, to win them to who? Mashiach. Everything was to win to Mashiach. Everything. None of this other stuff doesn't count no more. No more priesthood, no more robes, no more blue, no more ribbons, no more clothes, no more nothing. That does not count anymore. It is Mashiach, Mashiach, Mashiach. If you don't get that through, you can talk about lost that command till you die. You ain't talking about in Mashiach, about what he teaches and what he's saying in the new covenant. You blew it. You skip by and try to get by. But it won't work. 1 Corinthians 9:21. To them that are without law, wait a minute. There was people that was out without the law, obviously. As without law, 1 Corinthians 9:21. But, okay, without law, being not without law to Elohim, but under the law of Mashiach. Wait a minute. We got the law without the law in the word without law, but under the law of Mashiach in the same verse. 1 Corinthians 9:21. That I might gain that are without law. Wait, he might do what? I already read this verse on my other YouTube. That I may gain them that without law. Talking about the sinner. He ain't talking about the one in the law here, but he's talking about the one without law. The Yehudim that was in the law, he even talking about them on that point. To weak, I become weak as I weak to gain them that all of the men that I might gain all means save some. My goodness. But what was he preaching? And that I do for the good news sake. For the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? For the good news sake. Not for the law, statutes, and commandments. Fulfilled, abolished. Fulfilled and abolished in HaMashiach. Oh boy, we get to chapter, we get part 10. I might have to do, this might be a 3P tonight. First time I had to do 3 YouTubes in one night. My. For my Nick game come on at 7 o'clock. I have to do 3 YouTubes. Knock out some more of this stuff. Because it's all piled. I got notes everywhere. I got books. I got printouts. I got stuff everywhere on this. I'm tired of seeing. I'm shredding stuff to get rid of it. Let me do some YouTubes. Get rid of all these notes. Galatians 6:2. Galatians 6:2. Oh, he's doing all this fanatic talk and that'll make him right. Yeah, I know. Y'all ain't right neither. Well, it's the scriptures tell the truth. Scripture bear witness to the truth. I ain't got my own stuff I'm reading up here. Like I'm reading my own book. The DI laws. No, I'm reading the scriptures. That's right. The law of Mashiach. The Nazarenes, what's the part 9? The Nazarenes keep the law of Mashiach, which is superior. Which is what? Defeatism. Which is what? Superior to the 10 commandments. To the whatever under the law. In being fulfillment in Mashiach. Not that the Lord didn't have what his statutes were right and it was spiritual and what it was doing for the children of Israel throughout their generations. Not that it had no significance, meanings, and teachings to the children of Yahshua throughout their generations. Of course, that's not even a question. But where the problem comes in, y'all try to take the old wine, put in new wine, and you try to mix it in and try to come out in the law of Mashiach. It won't work. The only person that's going to go for that is those you can bamboozle and hoodwink. Those you can sneak the Kool-Aid in when they turn their head. Drop something in the iced tea, I mean. How do we keep the law of Mashiach? What is that? Brother, if a man is overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Overtaken in a fault. You know, under the law, if you're overtaken in a fault, presumptuously, if you didn't know something, then you can get by. But if you ain't overtaken a fault, no law, you do something, you under the law, there was most of that was penalty of death. And as you look at a stupid printer, bear ye one another's burdens and so fulfill. Oh, wait a minute, we don't like that word. That word is a banish in our mouth. In the eschatology, we don't like the word fulfill. We don't like the word fulfilled in Mashiach. We don't like the word fulfilled in eschatology. We can't stand the word fulfilled. We got to find an etymology game and spin. Like the wheel of fortune and etymology on the word fulfill. We got to change it. Make it mean this, make it mean that, but don't let it mean this or mean that. Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Mashiach. 3 times the law of Mashiach. 3 times. Get down, crazy behind cat. 3 times. That's 3 verses. Oh, you trying to say something wrong with this silly behind thing? You trying to say that the Lord Mashiach? What do you mean what I'm trying to say? 1 Corinthians. No, let's go to Romans first. Romans 8:2. The Lord of Ruach in life in Mashiach. 1 Corinthians 9:20. The law of Mashiach. Galatians 6:2. The law of Mashiach. In the New Testament. Woo-wee. There's so many verses I can read. I can't read all stuff, man. Galatians 5:4. I get so many verses I got. No, please. You're indebted to the whole law. Y'all got some of the law. Y'all don't even have half of the law y'all do. I ain't even got the book out. I ain't even got the other translation over all the laws in 613. I ain't even got that out yet. I ain't even read them all these notes I got, these papers I got to read on the Shabbat. The main one, the Shabbat. I should do the other thing I got right here, 17 minutes. Maybe I should do that on top of it. No, that ain't on the subject. No, let me leave that out. Let me leave that out, Derek. Slow down. Anyway, part 9 was quick because I wanted to do the law of Mashiach. For y'all who never hear the Moreh teachers and those people in the Black Hebrew YAHSHARALITES camps ever say nothing to y'all about the law of Mashiach, would y'all please kindly ask these people, what is the law of Mashiach? 1 Corinthians 9:21, Galatians 6:2, Romans 8:2, 8:2, Romans, Galatians 6:2, 1 Corinthians 9:21. You laity, Hebrew laity, I ain't got to ask Christian laity this because they already know this stuff. But it's the Hebrew laity who's been caught up with the iced tea and the spin doctor. The Hebrew spin doctor comes in. After they've been converted out of Christianity, converted into Hebrew Israelism, boom. They don't teach the law of Mashiach. Here's the law, statutes, commandments. We wear tissues, fringes. We don't cut our beard. Look at this fool on here. People, y'all need to start saying to yourself, what in the world is going on? See, I could do like this. Ain't part of no camp. Oh, yeah, we see that. Ain't this a rebel? He by himself. Look at this. Yeah, that ain't going to help the scriptures. That ain't going to help nothing. That ain't going to change these verses. All that little mockery game playing, sidetrack crap ain't going to work. Please, I'm going to pound these verses. Pound these verses. Y'all want to pound the law? Y'all want to pound the dictation of the law? Y'all want to pound the being under the transgression of the law, the ministration of death? You want to pound that? We talking about the spirit of life in Mashiach. And you talking about the ministration of death. That couldn't give life. And if it was no need for a new covenant, if it was the old one was good enough. Or to be fulfilled. We should have just left the old. Yahushua should never gave them prophets. And the psalmists. Prophecy about the new covenant or the new terminology in Mashiach. And that's the thing that kills me. I think I said this before, you Hebrew YAHSHARALITES, I believe y'all more associated with the Shabbat, with the law and the outward than you are Mashiach. That's why we'll never come out of agreement. Never, ever, 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 bam, ever, ever. No way. You want to use the word olam ever? I ain't talking about for a long period of time. I'm talking about forever. If you got more concentrate on law, statutes, commandments than in Mashiach, we will never come to agreement. That will never happen with me. There is no life in the administration of death. And you expect me to go from life to death? Talking about I'm a Hebrew Israelite. They said those who follow him was from Acts 24:5, the Nazarenes from Yahusha from Nazareth. Then they have to walk around talking about they're Israelite. Gosh. Shaul did it one time for the tribe of Benjamin. Here y'all gonna run around with y'all crazy behind self. I put a YouTube, I sent a YouTube the other day. Ugh. By here racist and mean and nasty and hatred towards white folks and everything else. I would never join this garbage. Oh, he sold out to the Christianity, the white man. You sound silly. Much as I did in my YouTubes on history, you gotta be foolish. But I'ma love my neighbor, and that ain't got nothing to do with Christianity, because Yahushua HaMashiach from the tribe of Yehuda said it. He didn't say that there's no Jesus Christ. Now take that from the tribe of Yehuda, Hebrews 7:14. Woo-wee! Try to pull that Christianity garbage out when you try to get slick and get mad to my Christian. Woo! You better pull that junk out of somebody else. That garbage, straw man, red herring garbage. Christianity, when y'all get angry and you see these YouTube, these fools stand up here, they damn look at stuff that came out of my mouth. He braces on and crap up there yelling and calling people names and calling people sinners, calling people like who you is? Who is you? Because you found you some Israelite descendant. Just silly behind self. Let's make you disgusted with them. Hating everything that walk on the earth. Lying into my Yahuwah don't love everybody. He only love our black, rebellious, came into my own, receive me not self. Yeah, I got hype. You ain't lying. So what thinking about that YouTube? I don't know why I got off talking. I'm talking about the Lord Mashiach. I got off talk with that silly, dumb YouTube I seen the other day. Just happened to watch it, made me sick. And then people say, well, you don't want to be associated with the word Yehudium or YAHSHARALITES because of some buffoon standing out here screaming and yelling and calling everybody a name and name mama everybody that's not so-called Negro, Cuban, Dominican. Everybody else is the devil except you out your silly, buffoon, goofy mind. Take that and put that in your closet under your law, statute, commandment. Silly behind. And I'll say it in the street. Just had to bring some boys with me. Say it in the street to their face. But they had so many of them out there, they look like they get everybody get parole from jail. That's all they look like it is. Damn armies out there. You can't really go by yourself. I gotta hire somebody to come with me. About 5 or 6 dudes with no bracelets on. I better hurry up because it's getting cold here in New York. Put the shades on. Look out there mean. Just standing mean. What the heck is this nonsense? You know why? Because they ain't nothing but flush, 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 and all more flush. I say flush because that's a mockery to an old friend of ours. Used to say flush instead of flesh. But anyway, I'm getting upset. I did get upset for a moment there. I'm thinking about that silly behind YouTube. And y'all hating folks. He only loved the Yehudium. He only died for the Yehudium. He didn't die for this one. How you know he died for your sorry behind then? Talking about you black. That's the reason why you an Israelite. He know how he died for me. They're the one that was killing him. They're the one that pointed him out. They're the one there with the Roman soldiers marking him. What's wrong with y'all? But this whole dead administration gospel garbage. No gospel neither on top of it. Can't preach no good news. You ain't got none. Wonder why you on the Lord's statute commandments all the time. You ain't got no good news. Nothing. So you need to go do the Lord's statute commandment. You need to buy you a free a tassel shirt. Where the heck you get them at? Get it online. Where's your linen and your cotton? Y'all, I mean, some of it, that's why it's called dead works. Oh, man. And you think by doing something on Friday night to Saturday morning or Friday sundown, whatever the heck it is in the Gregorian calendar, You proving your righteousness to Yahuwah. And here we talking about the law of Mashiach, and you can't even quote it, don't even know where it says that, don't even break it down, never. But then when you do, you try to mingle it in with the commandments. That's, oh man, I just need to do 5 more YouTubes tonight. But I ain't gonna do that. So many notes sitting up here waiting. Oh man, I'm finished. And I know I said something in the middle of YouTube. I think I said damn, I think. To my dam where the water goes. The dam that holds the water. This stuff, man, after a while, this stuff eats at you after a while. That's why I said leaving genealogies and the law and statute, commandments. Let's go on to perfection in Mashiach. But no, this stuff will get in your flesh and drag you back, drag you back, drag you back. Because that's all they know. That's all they want to talk about now. They don't talk about no fruits of the Spirit. It ain't no about the fruits of the Spirit. It's about me not eating certain fruits. It's just sad. I don't know. But the Nazarenes keep the law of Mashiach. The Nazarenes keep the law of Mashiach. Galatians 5:18. Did I leave that out? I think I went too fast. But that wasn't. I think I went ballistic a little bit there. But Galatians 5:18. Calm down. That's what my friend PDO. When PDO see this YouTube, he gonna be laughing. He gonna say, "Yo, D-Ya." He gonna say, "Yo, you ain't take your pill. I see you needed your medicine. I see you needed your medicine today." Yeah, pill. Yeah, he knows. He knows how the bubble can get sometime. PDO. Yeah, PDO. I didn't have the pill. Galatians 5:18. But if you be led of the Spirit, you are not under the. He did talk about Romans 8:2 said the law of the Ruach of life in Mashiach. Of life in Mashiach. You go to Galatians 5:18. But if you are led of the Ruach, you are not under the. If you are led of the Ruach, you are not under the. Paul, now Shaul, don't forget, y'all. He crazy. He confused. He twisted. He all messed up. He just about in eschatology. He was deceived. Now in law, statute, commandments, he deceived. When we get to any other topic, if I start going, he gonna be deceived again. I mean, anything else I read in the scripture, it don't mean that. It don't say that. He deceived again. And I'm just reading verses. I'll read the whole chapter. Y'all know how I get down. I'll read the whole chapter. I'll read the whole chapter if I have to. Because y'all think I'm pickpoking in verses trying to make a stand on something. No, that's what y'all do. That's what y'all always done. That's what you're going to continue to do. And you're going to get busted. Sooner or later, somebody's going to say, nope, not having it. Nope. But if you are led of the Spirit, of the Ruach, ye are not under the law. He goes about the flesh and the law of fighting in the members of the body here in Galatians. So he's talking about that. But then he comes back with this because that's what the administration and the law of the sin and death coming to the mind in Romans chapter 7. I mean, come on, man. Y'all got to do your own studies too. That's right. I ain't saying I'm the only one that study. So don't take that out of this. Oh, he's trying to say he's the only one that study. No, I didn't say that. So don't get slick with that. I already did Galatians 5:4. Did I? 5:3. Let's see Galatians 5:4. I skipped the 5:18. I don't know how I did that. In Mashiach. I don't even want to read this one. I don't even want to read it. But I'm going to read it. Mashiach is become of none. No. It don't say none. Of no effect unto you. Whosoever you are justified by the law. Do you know this 3551 is the same number in all of the most, if I can remember, 3551? Justified by the law, ye are fallen from grace. You get over to law in 518, 3551. Law. You jump over to Galatians 6:2. I just read that one. Be ye one another's burden. So fulfilled. I just talked about this verse. 3551. Law. Come on, folks. It's time to gather up the troops. Tell these people under the law, statute, commandments, I am not going to be falling from no grace. And a little bit of 5 laws that I think I keep. And I said 5. Because I wouldn't give y'all 10 laws y'all do to save my life. Y'all couldn't show me 10 things y'all do saying y'all keeping the law. You couldn't show me 10 things. But here we know Galatians says, the other verse said you're supposed to keep the whole law. Well, no, that means partial. Whole doesn't mean whole. That means half. Whole doesn't mean some. If you look at it this way and you look at it that way and you look at it this way and you observe it this way, that can't mean whole because we don't have a temple. That means because we can't go out and we don't have shabuts and shakafs and this and that, and we don't have lamp burning forever, and we don't. My mind. And you still want to say you keeping something. You still want to say you keeping something. Boy, I tell you. Anyway, that's enough running my mouth. Running my mouth. Trying to wake the Hebrew laity. Once again, this ain't personal. I know a few minutes ago it sounded personal. Cause I was getting fired up, as Pete would say. Getting fired up. Banging on my little round table. Y'all see me sitting in my dining room, not in the bedroom. So the table's round. I'm all crooked, all sideways, and they got to measure my children on the wall. So I gotta make sure you I'm on a round table. You see, in my house is a round table. Even though I'm the man of the home, there's a round table here. I don't have to sit up at the end of the table. I'm deep and large and in charge. Oh man. All right, that's it. No more YouTubes tonight. 5:35. That's it. Gotta get up early tomorrow. Get to work and do some yang. But anyway, there we go. We're gonna keep it going. But we're gonna have part 10 coming. Part 10 is going to probably most likely be Colossians 2:14 to 16, Ephesians 2:15 or 2. Yeah, I think after that, I'm going to go hit the Hebrews along with that, and the Hebrews 10:1 along with that good stuff there. And then I'm going to try to skip to these notes and stuff I print out on the word Shabbat, where we're going to challenge you with some questions and pound and pound and pound. That's right. And then after that, I think I want to cut this loose. Go get that other translation over there. Read out all these different laws, not breaking them up into pizza pie, and read out all the stuff that y'all absolutely fumble the ball and can't do. And I think I found maybe 3 or 4 things that y'all say y'all do. But then if you justify by the works of the law, you're falling for grace. So no matter how much you're doing, you're falling for grace. So every time you think you're holding on to the law going higher, you're going lower. Every time we say we doing this, you going down. Every time we say we applying this every week, and we don't eat this and we don't do that, and I ain't been in the barbershop, no razor stuff, you going down. No, he not, you stupid. No, he not. You just don't know what you're talking about. And one of my friends told me in the last days, one of the other guys, Ronald Dalton, if that's what he's telling me, I ain't gonna tell you the name. The person told me, somebody, we ain't keeping the law in the last days. Y'all know your homie started that eschatology again. Good gosh almighty. The last days of the Lord together. Too confusion, twisted, messed up. Gosh, my God. An administration of death with the lost days instead of the last days. Oh, boy. That's it. I'm out again. Once again, I'm out. Shalom. Take care. Take care. This is not personal. This is scriptural business for sure. Scriptural business for sure. This is not personal. It was personal with my Cowboys and the Giants Sunday night. That was personal for sure. Dwayne, Michael, Shakur, all you Giant fans out there, you Hebrew Israelites who watch football. When y'all allowed to watch football under the Lord's statute commandment, woo-wee. Hoping those games don't come on Saturday in the playoffs. Y'all can't watch it. Pray not your flight be not in the winter. Matthew chapter 24. Pray not your flight be not in the winter. Wow. Pray not your flight be not in the winter. Why? Because you're supposed to be moving, right? Really, personally, supposed to do all that ahead of time. So if y'all gotta break out of y'all last days mindset, it's gonna be easy to pick y'all off. Wow. Let me not go there. Let me close out like I just said. Shalom, shalom. This is not personal. This is straight up business from DEI. And I'll be back. Hopefully, if you'll wake me up tomorrow, the next day, next week, etc. I'll be back, and we'll be on part 10. I don't know how many parts left I got to keep going on this, but my goodness, I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting worn out. I want to get to it. That's why I'm thinking about doing another. I don't know. I got an hour and a half for my game come on. That's right. My sorry behind Knicks. I got an hour, but I just feel like doing another. Who knows? 3. Something I changed my. I'm gonna go. I gotta go in my dressing room. Come on. Maybe I'll put one of my chains on top of this shirt so I won't get the wrong YouTube. Now let's go. All right, you guys. And Acts 17:11 for you Hebrew laity, please. For the Hebrew laity, Acts 17:11, please put some fire under the mores behind. Put some fire under these teachers of the new awakening theology and the law in Mashiach, which they never heard them say in 5 years. I ain't heard not one of them in the YouTubes breaking down the Hebrew Israelite. I see how I keep going. I'm out. Shalom. Take care. Always got to breathe out. Take care.